So, as you've all noticed, I finally finished Resident Evil 4, which I started back in very late December. I think just before 2011, actually. Even though I should have finished it last month, but I got really lazy. And I got my hands on Dead Space and Resident Evil 2, and those took up a bit of my time. But yeah, it's done, and I'm probably not going to be doing Separate Ways or Assignment Ada. If anyone wants to know about that, Assignment Ada is a 20-minute little mini-game-ish thing where you're Ada. You're going for basically 5-1. You have to collect a bunch of Plaga samples and escape. It's not that bad, but I don't feel like doing it. So, Separate Ways, it bored me. It was a nice little thing. But I really have no reason to go back and do it. I really don't think anyone wants to see it. If anyone does want to see it, maybe I'll consider doing it. I also mentioned in my last update video that I was going to get an R4 card. Unfortunately, I have not really gotten around to doing that. I was going to try using my camera, but then my friend told me he was going to get an R4 card for the 3DS, which comes out next week. And he said he would sell me his regular DS one for $15, which is a pretty good deal. And I figured I'll take that, but he should have sold it to me 2 weeks, but he's been really goddamn lazy. And he's been really using the opportunity just to piss me off and stuff. And I've kind of been trying to use the opportunity to try and lower the price. $15 for something that's usually $20. That I know works fine. Because he showed me it, and I know for a fact, like, he showed me him configuring it, putting all his games in it, playing them in person, so I know for a fact that actually does work. So I know I am not being ripped off. The reason I want to use an R4 card is because that'll allow me to get high quality, like, if you've seen videos of my King Daddy D-Mac, Killer Nacho, Xenon, not Magnitude, and some other ones, you'll notice they have pretty high quality, like, looks like they got off an emulator. I believe they use R4 cards, not just for recording, but maybe for battling. I'm not too sure. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be using. I was going to use a camera, but when this came up, I just couldn't let it go. So yeah, basically with the R4 card, I'm going to put my save on it, and then I'm going to move the save onto my computer, open up my emulator, and then record from there, which is pretty nice. It's kind of screwy, I guess, but oh well. On another Pokemon, I have not gone Black and White yet. Even though it's been on my to-get list, I have not gone it yet. It looks like a pretty okay game. Doesn't look like too much of an improvement, and it's still looking like a purchase. So that means that the only Wi-Fi videos you'll be seeing for now are from Heart Gold. People actually still play it, and people actually still play for the advanced games like multiplayer, but they use one of those online simulator things. They don't actually use the Game Boy Advance games to play, because the Game Boy Advance games obviously don't have online. Now, people are probably really interested in is what I'm gonna let's play next. Well, I've been thinking of what exactly I should do next. What do you guys want to see? I'm kind of actually caught between two games, Dead Space, the original, and Resident Evil 2. But what do you all want to see? The other games I've been considering are Prince Persia: The Forgotten Sands, which will show how to get a few trophies. Not that many. It's gonna be on the PS3, of course. I think it's gonna be my first PS3 Let's Play since God of War 3? I'm not sure. I think it is. I have to first complete it, but Dead Space 2 might be on there. I've just been focusing on Dead Space's Impossible difficulty, which is what I'm gonna be playing on, and doing one gun. Even though it's gonna be on the PC, and I don't get I really don't get squaw for doing one gun. Even though it's on the PC and I don't get crap for doing one gun, I'm doing it anyway because it doesn't seem to be that bad. Then again, I'm only on Chapter 6, and I'm not sure. I have to test how well Fraps records it, because it does run pretty well. But as I've said before, it runs worse than the sequel, which is graphically superior. Because they really did not properly port it to the PC. And what also sucks about Dead Space 2 is PS3 and Xbox owners, players, got the Sever DLC. All of it is very expensive. It's quite expensive, even though it's only 2 freaking chapters. It's like $7, I think, and doesn't include much else. I think it has to do with some of the characters from Extraction, the Wii game that was later ported to the PS3. Now, I heard Mod actually has Extraction thanks to his older brother on the PS3, so he's not. I don't think he's sure if it works without PlayStation Move. I'm gonna try and talk to him and ask him about that because I have the money and I'll probably buy it off the PS Store. And we're gonna see if it has online multiplayer. I do not know. Probably does not have. I mean, online co-op. I'm pretty sure it does not have that. Just because developers are like that. If it does, I probably will do that with him, or I'd like to. I'm not sure. It doesn't look like a bad game by any means. I'm just not too interested in it. Aside from that, so yeah, my choices for Let's Playing are Dead Space, Impossible, Difficulty 1 Gun, which is just a plasma cutter, Resident Evil 2 All Scenarios, Prince of Persia, and Forgotten Sands. You're probably wondering what difficulty for Forgotten Sands, and it's normal because that's the hardest difficulty in the game. That's right, they didn't put a hard mode or anything, and it's a relatively easy game, but it's still a pretty good game. Other games I am considering are Secret Agent Clank and Silent Hill Dark Mirror on PSP. I'm not really sure what else I could do. There are a couple of games I've walked through in the past and that I really want to redo as Let's Plays, because it'd be pretty awesome. Another game, if anyone wants to, I'll probably do Fear with, well, the fact that I've been doing a lot of survival horror games. Dead Space 2, it might require quite a lot of preparation because I might do hardcore, which limits you to just free saves and no checkpoints. Or I might do Zealot. I'm not sure because hardcore is not meant for simple Let's Playing, as far as I know. And the fact that, well, a lot of stuff can go wrong in Dead Space 2, as far as I know. Yeah, other games are probably Super Mario on the Wii, and Donkey Kong Country Returns, which I have to finish first. I have a lot of games I need to finish, actually. I also mentioned this, but I do want to do the other scenarios in Resident Evil Deadly Silence, because I said I would do it, but I've never even touched the game since October. Yeah, those are my LPing choices. If anyone else wants to suggest a game, sure, but for the love of God, don't recommend any Square Enix games. I hate Square Enix from the past, and I'm sorry, but I just can't get into their games. I think they're overrated. I can see why people are into them at times. It's just not. No, it's not because it's not violent stuff. I mean, I still actually played Crash Bandicoot Spyro after all. I say don't really recommend Resident Evil 3 to me because it was a pretty mediocre game, I'm not gonna lie. That's really about it. I really would recommend saying Let's Play GTA game because that'll mean I have to use custom music from other games rather than the actual in-game soundtrack because, well, I'm pretty sure anyone else can figure why. If anyone wants to know a bit more detail about some of those games I'm gonna Let's Play, the only thing I'd say is Resident Evil 2 is gonna be... I'm gonna be using alternate costumes, which actually requires quite a bit of effort to get and use. Yeah, I was surprised too. I was like, really? Wow. That is very intriguing. Yeah, I'm really not sure what game I should Let's Play, Dead Space or Resident Evil 2. Those are my main choices. All I know is that with Dead Space, it wouldn't be too hard. I just have to really make sure I've got the right settings so Fraps can properly handle it. But, yeah. Alright then. Tell me what you guys want to see, and I'll see what I can do. Thank you all for watching.